Welcome to your daily tarot reading. I am Veronica. This is Veronica's Dreams, and I am trying to shuffle. I hope you all are doing well. I guess I'm struggling a little bit. Let's get started here. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles. At this time, I'll just do a quick reminder. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, it does help the channel and does help us connect. Also, comments are more than appreciated. And sharing also, if you feel like anyone could use this message. Let's get started. Don't want to keep you guys too long here. Okay, let's get started. Okay, current situation is the Tower. Present influence is the Empress. Ooh, I kind of twisted my hand. Unseen is 10 of Cups. Unexpected is King of Wands. Challenge. 3 of Cups. Strength is 9 of Cups. Where does this all lead? It is Knight of Wands. 8 of Cups. Interesting. 2 of Swords. That's really interesting energy here. Advice. 4 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. And here we have the King of Cups, King of Coins. We got the King of Wands here. The only thing missing is that King of Swords. Interesting. Oh, anyway, 9 of Pentacles was there. Very interesting too, because there is something to be said about taking care of yourself. We've got the Empress and the present influence. That energy is influencing you. If not today and about this time, these are timeless readings, so you'll come across them when you need to. The 9 of Pentacles really is about being independent, but also recognizing things that you've done. There seems to be also, it's hard. Like the 9 of Pentacles doesn't come easy. It comes from hard work. So that Empress there is like, okay, I'm kind of like, I've done everything. But the Empress energy too is like you taking care of yourself. And that is making things come to a change. Something is going to be changing big time with that that Tower. I feel like it is a big change, and I'll tell you why too. We have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. We've got the what else was I thinking? Oh, we've got 2, 3, and 4. They're different suits, but they're progressive. We've also got that 3, which is the Empress. It's just interesting to me when I see those numbers. This is a bigger deal than maybe you're expecting. So let's first clarify the Empress, and then we'll get into that Tower. Tell me about the Empress, please. 2 cards for the Empress. That is Temperance and the Devil. So, wow, interesting energy. Again, 14, 15, and then 16 is that Tower. 14 Empress, 15 Devil. Things are, this is like natural progression here. I'm really feeling that. I feel like what's happening here is there's an energy that you have discovered. Well, I don't even think it's discovered. I feel like what you are doing as the Empress is you are kind of looking at yourself. I think there's some kind of search for that shadow side, and it comes from passion and love. So there is something about love here with the Temperance. When I see this card, she's mixing the flat fire and water, and I always think of love and passion together. That's how I, alchemy, creating great things, and great things include both love and your passion for something. But that Devil is like your shadow side, your darker side. Not evil, not bad, not anything like that. It's just the side you don't always show to everybody. And I mean, sometimes we can have a shadow side that's not so good, has negative things, but I don't feel like that's what this is. I think you're trying to nurture something more inside of you. Oh, and there's that King of Coins. I got kings all over the place. So what is this Tower? And the Tower is about changes. The Tower comes, the way I see it is the Tower comes when we are stuck or not making changes that we need to make. This is when the spirits come in and say, hey, you're not doing what you need to do, let's get this moving, and they make something happen. And sometimes when they make something happen, it's hard because it's unexpected, most importantly. Let's look at this tower, please. What is the tower? I don't want to talk too much. I'm like, these readings too long. Tower, please. Oh, there's the tower. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got both of them. Interesting because I did, oh, with the 10 of cups at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of cups is hidden down here. We got the three. So when I clarified, I first pulled the tower as a clarifier, but I also pulled the Empress and the 7 of Wands. You are definitely, this is coming from you protecting something for far too long. So what you're doing is trying to see the shadow side, and that is happening. I feel like the shift is coming from you kind of holding your ground here, though, too, with the 7 of Wands. But I feel like, I mean, is there anything else about this tower? But it's coming from you. You're making the change. You're making the change. It's not spirit this time. Yeah, Chariot. You're ready to move forward with something. And that comes from the energy of the trying to like tap into that different side of you. And that change is happening. And then it's like, what happens from here? So we have 10 of cups that in energy that you don't see. So there is something out there or someone who really thinks a lot of you. Now, this could be someone not saying anything, someone from afar. It could be a group of people. So it's not necessarily a love relationship. It could be like, work people, but there's something here about, really feeling at home. Tell me 2 cards, excuse me, for this 10 of cups. We've got the 7 of pentacles. I want the top one with that tower again. There is some kind of creation happening with the 7 of pentacles. Again, this is the work that you're doing anyway as the Empress. And there is a shift in energy here, and it does involve, I think what happens here is this change affects a relationship that you are unaware of it affecting. Okay, so you may not ever know this. I'm not even certain why it's coming up, but I think it could be even your inner relationship with yourself. And this could actually be a very positive energy. I can't get this card. 9 of Cups. Okay, so um, let's keep going. I love the strength is the 9 of Cups. What's the King of Wands in the unexpected? King of Wands in the unexpected. That is the Star. I'm not going to take those. Those are just me being a klutz. And this one popped. 3 of Swords. Here's your King of Wands. Now, this could be somebody else. And I feel like there might be someone where I feel like there has been some kind of energy where you really felt like that was it. This is the relationship. And this also could be work. So you could think of it either way, because the King of Wands could definitely be work related, project related. And you really thought, hey, it's going in this direction. But then there's something here that like unexpectedly turns and you feel very vulnerable. In some cases, I see this 3 of Swords as kind of a protection. I don't normally see that, but we do have the 3. No, we don't. I thought we had the 3 of Swords somewhere, but we don't. So I feel like, things change here unexpectedly with this king. Now, again, this king doesn't, for one, have to be a male, but more importantly, it's not necessarily a lover, but it is someone that it makes a difference to you because otherwise it wouldn't show up in the reading. But it's also something that you really thought you had, like, you really thought, hey, this is it. Like, this is the star moment. And it failed. It did. However, I don't know that this is necessarily bad. I look at this 3 of Swords and I don't think of the sadness like I do in the Rider White. I feel like he's protecting her. Yes, she's sad. Yeah, she feels a little bit lost, but there is a protection that's coming in. And this may be exactly what this King of Wands is. Someone that comes in out of nowhere, kind of like a knight in shining armor, so to speak. Doesn't have, again, doesn't have to be a male, but kind of that energy where, you know, the star and then comes in and you feel like is really protecting you from something. I'm getting that energy more so because I do feel like there could be something, and this could definitely be work related, but I do feel like that's what's happening here. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles, so that's another reason why I feel like it could be related to work. You have got the Three of Cups in your challenge. I feel like if this is work, that people might be gossiping, and it may or may not be real, but that might be a challenge you have to deal with. Or you might be struggling with celebrating. For those of you like who have like, you know, your family's afar, or, you know, the holidays are a struggle, that could also be that energy. What is the Three of Cups in the challenge, please? Four of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This, I mean, this actually could be someone definitely. No, you know what I do? I don't think it's gossip. I don't. I feel like with the Four of Swords, with the Knight of Swords, it's going from resting to all in on something where, like, let's say if you've worked from home in the past and now all of a sudden you have to go into the office, which is kind of cool because you're around the people, but it's kind of hard because it's hard. You know, it's a challenge because you're not used to it. It feels like something similar to that, not necessarily exactly that. Um, but it is, it's like, I got to get out. I got to get away from this Four of Swords energy. And that Three of Cups is the celebration. So there is something about that, that it's on you. It's your challenge. It's not someone else's doing. What is the Nine of Cups in the strength? This is an interesting reading. Nine of Cups in the strength. The Eight of Cups and the Chariot. So when we look at the Eight of Cups, what are they headed for? That one missing cup, right? So you go into the Nine of Cups. That's your dreams. That's your desires. You're leaving the Eight Cups because you know there is something better out there. And I feel like the Chariot is, you are headed in the right direction right now. That energy of the Eight coupled with that Chariot, it's that huge energy. So whatever this shadow side is, whatever these changes that you're making in the now, is taking you into the right direction. And it's happening a little bit fast, I would say, with this night, or I'm sorry, Chariot coming in. But I feel like more importantly, it's victorious. Like you are going to reach your dreams. These cards down here are a little bit not like super cool, but I think they're important. Your strength is the Nine of Cups. It doesn't mean the Nine of Cups is happening now. You have the Eight of Cups. So it goes Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups to the Two of Swords, which tells me that this is all in progress, you reaching those dreams. And it has something, again, to do with your shadow side. It's very interesting to me. So we have the Knight of Wands, which is similar energy to that Chariot. We've got the Eight of Cups, which is, yeah, I need to get moving, Knight of Wands. And again, there's something about getting out there energy that you need to know, because you aren't going to be able to fulfill that nine until you're ready to walk away from the Eight. You can't get that extra one until you're ready to walk away. There's something still missing, and you've got to make the move with the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands tells me you are going to make that move. You are going to make that decision to move forward. I feel like this could be also a job offer of some sort. We haven't had any aces or pages, but I just feel like this is a whole new way of doing things. And you know you need to, with that Empress. Like, you know you need to. And you're the one that is um, kicking this tower off. What is the Eight of Cups here? Two of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. Yeah, okay. You know that things are not balanced. Things are not going So the Two of Pentacles is about balancing different life areas. The Eight of Cups, again, same thing. You're walking away because things aren't in check right now for you. And again, that was the Tower. So you're making this Tower happen, even if it's subconsciously, because you know you need to start moving towards something better here. There's some kind of break you need to make. Yeah, it may be your shadow side, but that shadow side could also just be secrets held. You're not telling people exactly what you're doing here, but you know you need to. This is like double clarifying the Eight of Cups all around. The Two of Swords, I feel like, yeah, you're going to probably come up with some decisions here really soon. Tell me more about this Two of Swords. The Ten of Swords with the Moon. You're wondering, I feel like this is a more matter of when do I close the door on a situation? So you get to a point where you know you're walking away from something. You're not quite ready to shut the door on that. The Two of Swords is saying you're kind of stalling, closing it down forever, whatever you're walking away from, whether it's a job, whether it's an attitude, whether it's a person, doesn't matter. The Moon is that clarity, that that fogginess, like you're still foggy. You're not there yet. You're not ready to shut that door completely, and that's what the Two of Swords is, that stall, because you're not ready to put one sword down. You're not ready yet. And that's okay. The sun is at the bottom of the deck here after clarifying. So I think that, it's saying sometimes it's okay to slow down for a hot second before you shut the door completely, because we do have this Ten of Cups in the what you don't see. So there's something behind the scenes that could be really good for you. The Four of Pentacles is saying, hang in there, you hold on. You sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be like you're holding on too tightly, but when I see it in, well, it depends. When I see it in advice, also, it's like you have accumulated all of the things you need, whether it's knowledge, whether it's money, whether it's even stamina or beliefs or whatever. You have what it takes to move forward. So hang in there, hold on to that, because you have exactly what it takes. There's your reading. Very interesting reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Take care. Have a beautiful day.